Hey guys, here. So, a ton of information on Madden Ultimate Team 22's out tonight. As you see, the guy in my normal spot over there. Wait, over there. Right? Yep. Same old weatherman joke. I wouldn't be a good weatherman. Can't figure out where the stuff on the screen is. Popular Stranger put out this video. I'll link his channel in the description. Go check him out. He's been doing this whole content stuff a very long time. But he goes through a lot of stuff. And we're going to circle back around to him. I want to get through some stuff first, right away, that we saw on other teams. Like these guys, Trumpet Monkeys right here. I'll link his video in the description. He goes over the Raiders theme team. Same thing with, we got Cookie Boy's video here. And this is going to be kind of like a MUT 22 breakdown of everything new that we learned. Theme teams are back to the same thing we had last year. 50 out of 50 for +2 speed, the most important one, but you get agility, acceleration. No change of direction, interestingly enough, but those things for the 50 out of 50. He kind of goes over it with the Raiders. Here is the offense. Looks kind of nice. And then he goes through the defense. Wait, no, that's the offense with Carr there. He compares, like, the weird thing is, crazy thing is, he hits the compare button and the game doesn't crash on him. So that's kind of unusual, right? That's for us MUT players, the game not crashing on compares. Wild. Never would have expected it. Here's the defense. That Mooring's kind of crazy. I think 92 speed to start. So overall offense, defense, Raiders theme team looking strong. Check out his videos for more details on that. Cookie Boy revealed that George Kittle, 91 overall, powered up to 92, is the level master. Now, if you don't recall, based off earlier videos of mine going over this, the level master, it's changed a little bit, right? It's gonna have like different seasons. So we're gonna have a 90-day season, which I think is too long. It should have been like 30 days, 45 days, but you know, it is what it is. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. I want to move my face over there because I feel more comfortable on this side of the screen. So 91 George Kittle is going to be that position. We also have, like he said, a 91. Here's Adams. Where did he go through George Kittle? Did he go through George Kittle's stats? Let's see. He goes through Trevor Lawrence, which has Trevor Lawrence has set feet lead, so just FYI on that. We saw Trevor Lawrence's stats though. Good throw power, one of the better quarterbacks to start. We're up there with Mahomes. Here's Kittle here. He's gonna hit the compare button. This is so strange for me that it doesn't crash. Kyle Pitts, amazing. So this George Kittle 92 is a little slower than Kyle Pitts, so Kyle Pitts might be even better at the receiving at least. Obviously, I think George Kittle will be a better blocker, better catching in. But maybe the raw speed is really what you need in that position. Look at his route running, right? So like on all Madden, K-Max said in his video that it's 85 for the threshold, which would generally mean on all pro it's 90 for the route running threshold, which makes you get like the best animations. Now that's what it was in 21. I think K-Max, you know, I don't know if he's confirmed it for 22 or that's just what he thinks it is, because sometimes EA changes it without telling us anything. But I tend to believe K-Max is a good player. So with that said, day one, we got a guy meeting the top end route threshold for short route running. Now, obviously, medium route running, deep route running is very important to get on all Madden, which K-Mac was playing on. He said his card, the where was K-Mac's video? K-Mac's video, I think, was right here. His Devonta Smith that he was showing off meets the route running thresholds on all Madden. So I don't know if like they'll have all Madden playlists again this year like they had last year, which was like the best thing that you like. There was no matchmaking in all Madden last year, which means like it was like pretty easy, you know, hunting right there, right? You were blowing up some fish with dynamite in all Madden last year, but this guy would basically be top tier threshold, which kind of is, you know, something that we've been complaining about, cards being too good too early, and we're seeing it again because they decided not to use the whole 0 to 100 scale. They use like the 60 to 100 scale. But let's go back to the rest of it. There was a Linval Joseph that could get inside stuff on Cookie Boy's roster right here. He said this was like the halfway level master. So just FYI, halfway level masters, Linval Joseph, according to him. There's the Trumpet, there's the Popular Stranger, K-Max video. He had a gameplay. I'll do another video on gameplay and stuff on the field and give my opinions. Weird routes. I think I clicked the time at a weird time. But they were playing pre-day one launch builds, so that's tough. All right, let's go over this video from Popular Strangers titled "Do This First: Way to Spend EA Hours." He goes over solos, challenges, and if you didn't read this MUT.gg campaign player overalls, we should talk about it, right? Campaign players. So for doing the campaign, which Popular Stranger says kind of bad rewards for the campaign, right? He talks about going through, there's different milestones for going through uncommon strategy items, gold or better. Oh, we should go through strategy items here in a second. Anyways, you get like a 75 overall player that you get to upgrade into a base elite. And so your question is, all right, what's the best one to upgrade? What's the best one to get from the campaign to upgrade that base elite, that NAT base elite? Like a lot of people would be like, oh, should I get somebody fast, a running back, quarterback? Because if you want, there is, offensive linemen are always solid, and 88 overall would be the highest overall. It's too bad this isn't Tyreek Hill, but many choices. Derwin James, a solid choice. He's always a hard hitter, fast safety. In my opinion, the one you want to go after is Jair Alexander. Because Jair Alexander, he's a top-end cornerback. You're going to need at least 3 of them to play in Madden 22. And he's going to be basically something that you can set and forget for a little bit until you upgrade your corners down the road. And I think with his decent speed, with his decent coverage attributes, I don't think you'll be mad at that. So, like, a lot of other positions I feel like are very replaceable, right? Joe Mixon at running back. I feel like there's going to be many more running backs better than that. Diggs isn't exactly the greatest receiver out there, right? High overalls. Justin Simmons is good too. Denzel Ward a little bit lower overall than Jair. We'll see what his speed is. Probably pretty similar to Jair because Denzel's a pretty fast guy. But overall, I do feel like the best one would be Jair. I could go through and rank them for base elites, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna say go ahead and get Jair unless you're really like a fan or making a theme team. Lamar Jackson's always fast and a nice one to get if you don't have a quarterback, but there's gonna be a ton of quarterbacks released. Minka is the deep safety. Simmons looks like a higher overall deep safety. I haven't seen their attributes yet to decide, but there you go. Oh, I want to go through Up and Adams game changer video right here. He goes through all the strategy cards. They're kind of blurry, unfortunately. He reads them out. Nothing too crazy. I think what they did with strategy card this year were unfortunate. Basically, he just goes through and reads all the strategy cards. So I'll link all these videos in the description. But they're just basically plus hit power, plus tackle, plus play rec. Nothing too insanely, unknown for different strategy items. Stuff that we kind of already we're aware of based off pre-game knowledge. So, strategy items are new and replacing chemistry for those that didn't know. Here is the campaign rewards, bronze player exchange campaign edition upgrade. That's what I just talked about with your exchange your campaign item into Nat Core Elites. No mention of Team Diamonds yet, weirdly enough. So he's just showing off the sets here. He's just showing off the sets here for the campaign. Each set's done differently. Obviously, if you're a higher overall, if you're that Jair, it takes a little bit more overall players to get you versus like the lower overalls would be cheaper. So if you just want the 83 overall Lamar to start, 275s, 570s, not bad. I really do like, and I'm going to show you in a second here, the most important part of this video, and we'll get to that. It's going to have to do with team builders and the market. Power up players. Okay, cool. Nothing too crazy here with solos, team affinities. There's basically team affinities to get a free team affinity. What's crazy about Madden, I realize it's early, but like with MLB The Show, I feel like they're much more generous than this. I feel like they should have given us like at least like 4 or 5 team affinities for going through and doing these team affinity solos. So it's just a little disappointing Madden only giving us 1 this year again, versus being a little bit more generous because there's 64 team affinities. Giving away a half dozen of them just for completing solos, I don't think would take too much hair off EA's rear behind. I really had to think quick on a new swear word, not besides for just doing the A word that I wanted to. I'm censored by YouTube. Oh, it's madness. Oh, it's terrible. Free speech. Something like that. I can't swear, and it kills me inside sometimes. But daily objectives, we got weekly objectives. Same thing basically that we've seen the last few years. I can get out of the way and cover up Popular Stranger. That we've seen, past couple years. They've changed a little bit. There's some XP awards with dailies and weeklies that like you gain levels based on them now. Like you gain 1,000 XP, 1,000 XP. I don't think Popular Stranger, or I've heard yet, if you can repeat the same solo over and over, right? Because if that happens, all this is bunk. People just create macros and just kick field goals over and over overnight, right? Like multiple people have reached out to me and told me, "Hey, man, do you want this? Do you need this? I can do it." And it's just, man, EA is so bad with their bot problem in this game, and this is like one way of fighting it, I guess. But anyways, there you go. Ultimate Season Chapter 1 to earn XP. So there it is, the earn XP for that, like I talked about, 91 Kittle. This is basically level rewards. You can go through challenges, head-to-head seasons. Popular Stranger said if you click there, you can go to head-to-head seasons. If you just click on the thing right there, it'll take you right to it. So nothing too incredible. I don't love the UI. I think it's, I don't know. There's something inherently like messy about this. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's like pornography. I can't describe it, but I know it when I see it, and I know I don't really like this. Too many words for my 8 brain. Okay? Alright. There are some milestones. So there's EA Play solos. If you get it during the EA Play trial, you can do the solos. Get a Brady Mahomes upgrade item fantasy pack and a Nat 80 plus core elite wide receiver. Good luck getting something over an 80 out of that pack. Gridiron Tower. We're getting the JC Jackson out of that for free. 87 overall. Obviously, you have to put in training to get the power up there to get him to 88 overall. Team Affinity. All right, here's where we get to the nuts and bolts. So these sets last year were actually kind of profitable early on, and we're profitable at times when sets desired cards or needed cards for them. Like this right here for the 80-82, depending. This could be profitable, really depending on... here's the rookie set, right? For the rookie 87 Smith that K-Mac was talking about, and he was going on about how good he was. But core rookie exchange, light uniforms. Uniforms have changed over. I really want to get to Team Affinities. I don't know if you can tell. Uniforms are now for 5 gold players. Nice. I like that it's bringing... I think these uniforms, these alternate playbooks, I love that alternate playbooks launch. This is huge. Alternate playbooks are there at launch. That's freaking awesome. I love that. Need that, need that, need that. So alternate defense will probably be in the 46 to start. Team builders, 1. 84 overall team builders. Let's go to the set. 3 80-82s and 3 75-79s. Now, if the 80-82 set, like I talked about with this exchange set, if it's there, depending on the cost of 75-79s, this could be a very profitable set, right? If the 75-79s are valuable because they're going into the 84s and people want those guys. Like, did you see the Justin Fields stats? Justin Fields is a better quarterback than Lamar at launch. It's kind of wild, that 84 Justin. They gave him pretty good stats there for the Team Diamonds. Or sorry, the Team Builders. We still haven't heard anything about Team Diamonds, which are legend players. But 75-79 overall gold exchange. So 2 silvers, 62-65, and... No, that's for the 66, sorry. This one would probably be like 3 70-74s. Could be a profitable exchange, especially with a gap pack method. And then like the 80-82 exchange could also work well for these cards. Because these, I would estimate 75s will go for about 3K to start. And then 80s will be about 12K. That's my rough estimation on the cost of those cards at bat because of these exchange sets. I could be off. Packs could be wildly different than we've seen in the past, and nobody's ever right, predicting the future. But those kind of my estimates for what they will be, which would end up making the sets, 40 something K to complete, and some of these cards could be going in the 50s. We saw last year some of these things were going in the 50s. So I talked about this for multiple weeks, how profitable team builders were, and we'll of course see when the market goes. What happens? There are packs. Here's lineup he talks about. He talks about some more stuff with 22. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to go over. Kind of a lot of info. Apologize for shoving it down your throat. Something I usually don't do here at night, but I am tonight. And let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. That is Mutt22. Tons of info. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video. What's the best clickbait possible? But that's it. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I will see you tomorrow.